Dante was wrong. There's 19 levels of hell, and it's called
Human Full Flat.
Should I use the demon voice for the rest of the video? Would that be super annoying? Today, I'm using Human Full Flat as a way to give a quick and loose explanation of eternal damnation. Yep, you heard correctly, there's no other way to put it. That's what it is. Whenever me and Puds play this game, it doesn't take us very long to feel like we're in some fresh level of hell. Disclaimer, none of the following is in relation to my beliefs, I just find it an interesting topic. Level 1. Where the pagans and philosophers go. Funny there was all that emphasis on witch burning. Back in the day they made such a fuss. Once the stake is over, they just get a slap on the wrist and an easy retirement. There's a lot of aimlessly wandering around, and the same goes for this game quite a bit. Especially when you start doing something and then you realise you don't actually know what you're doing, and then you just give up and you can't bother to try anymore. It's a very melancholy place. Level 2. People who can't control their desires get inconsistent weather conditions, something I'm subject to all year round in England. But yeah, it's really windy, you get thrown around quite a bit. Full Flat is like that all the way through. A seductive trap that you regret later but always come back to. Level 3. If hell had a toilet, then it would be this entire level. Smelly sludge, some organs lying around, the usual unsanitary stuff. You're put here if you overconsume something, or indulge in too much, typically food and drink, but it can be other things. You'll be subject to icy, painful rain in an attempt to be cleansed, but no cold shower is strong enough it seems. You are beyond dirty, and beyond saving. Oh, and Sybaris just likes to rip you apart from time to time, so you're also the dog's chew toy. Level 4. All about the material and the valuables.
Put the plasma down.
Forced to forever pointlessly push around big boulders, which actually makes sense as you're mirroring what you're doing in life, also in death. You do this rock slamming against opposite sinners as well. The best way I can describe this particular circle is endless fighting, so think like Black Friday mega deals, or that scene in Confessions of a Shopaholic. Level 5. If you have a temper, you'll likely end up in this circle. There's destruction, fighting, you know, general chaos.
Yeah!
The angry are to battle upon the river Styx in a constant rage. Some must drown in raging waters, and others are forced to lie still beneath the surface. No expressing, no speaking, just silent fury. Just thinking about it makes me want to take a nap. Level 6. The ones who pick and choose within their religion, which depending on how you look at it, is either really crowded or really empty in there because religion has changed a lot from back in the day. Maybe they should slip some of the non-believers in there sort of on the same track, plus they got it easy in Circle 1. Regardless, if that's where you're at, then it's entombed in flaming crypts for you. Level 7. 7 is its own special hell, the most referenced, and probably for good reason. Split into 3 rings of violence, the first is for harm to others. Here you can expect fire and blood, all the Targaryens. Home to murderers and thugs of the world, as I said, all the Targaryens. Second is harm to thyself, those who become trees, which doesn't sound too horrible until the hungry harpies and the birds peck you to death. But what are you going to do about it? You're a tree.
We can talk about this. No!
And 3. Its placement is apparently to do with harming to God, art and nature. Punishment is to endure some burning sand. I assume this includes animals, which to me should have its own level. Level 10, it should surpass Satan entirely. I mean, humans are one thing, but animals didn't do anything wrong, man. Level 8. Fraud, hackers, ditches, politicians, and that dude who uses his head as a lantern. Plenty of lanterns, which, okay, is a stretch even for me. More pushing of rocks around. They call this level Malbolge, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it just means evil ditches, which for some reason just makes me think of the Holes movie with Shia LaBeouf. Level 9. Drop your spirit sticks and put on your coats, because it's the final circle. Hades. A frozen wasteland for traitors, where giants try to continuously smash you. And I don't mean in a smash or pass kind of way, they literally smush you. It's described as a twisted game for them. A twisted game indeed. Ironically, the internet has dubbed the ice level the hardest. Coincidence? I think not. So you see, Human Full Flat subjects you to all the punishments and then some. Still fun though. Not so much torture as it is just a puzzle game that can get extremely frustrating, like the majority of puzzle games do. I mean, that's kind of the point of puzzle games. Let me know downstairs which was the worst level for you. Of human fall flat, that is. Unless you've been to hell, then by all means please do tell. Speaking of turmoil, if you want to see me in distress, you need to watch my Little Nightmares video. And as the old saying goes, goodbye.